Everybody, this is Jace with WMPowerUser.com, and we just wanted to give you a quick overview of the Groups app that was just released sort of unofficially just about a day ago. Now, I could be crazy, but I've actually received about 2 or 3 updates on this app since it's launched, and like I said, about 24 hours ago. And really, I haven't noticed anything different as far as new features or anything like that, but it's definitely interesting. This follows a pretty typical Windows Phone UI. Let's swipe to the left or right. You got notifications, discover, which if you worked in a larger company than my small photography company that I run with a friend of mine, there'd be a lot more to discover here. Now, one thing that I did notice is that you actually cannot create groups directly within this app. You actually have to go via desktop browser. I did it on my Surface to create a new group. I thought that was kind of interesting, something hopefully that they'll release and remedy in the future. It'd be nice to be able to do that. And as far as settings go, pretty basic settings. There really is not a lot to this app. It's kind of almost a basic messaging app. So jumping into your groups, this is a group that I created here. Again, it's just me and my friends, or me and a buddy of mine, run our business. So there's only 2 of us in this group. It's very prestigious. But this is your a sample message right in here. If I click on that, one thing you'll notice, clicking on those 3 dots right in here, is this app is obviously really still in pretty heavy development. I would assume that this is kind of a standby right in here, but you can see how small the use the calendar, view group files, how small those are. And the other part of that is when I hit use the calendar, it straight up just launches straight into the web browser, as you can see here. And while this is nice and really feels like a native app, it's very touch friendly. You know, I would have anticipated that instead of just launching into a browser, that this functionality with the calendar, you know, I would have thought that that would be integrated with the app itself. And again, being that this is something that's newly under, I'm sure is still under development, I would assume that that's something that we're probably going to see, is that type of integration. At least hopefully that's what I'm hoping for. But jumping back into the app here, again, this is honestly, it's really pretty basic. I can see this, given the right scenario, being something that is very usable to the right person if you're working in a company with a large group that you want to message between each other. The other thing I do want to show you, though, is when you launch the notebook, that actually does launch you directly into OneNote. Which is nice. You know, it's great for them to include that integration. As far as files go, there's no files in this group. I would assume that it looks like those files are shared natively within the app as well. So that's actually pretty cool. I like that integration, and if they start pulling in the calendar and the other things like that, I think this is going to be a solid app that's going to be useful across the board for pretty wide selection of users. So that was your quick look at Outlook groups, and as always, tune into WMPowerUser.com for all of your Windows Phone news and more videos to come.